What a sick fuck.
The hardest 3 thrusts. Dude, I'm tripping my balls off.
Come to my house telling me to shut the fuck up and then telling me to reel it back in. Welcome to Agro Labs Podcast. My name is Cameron. I am the host, and today with me, I got Justin Jano. Don't you fucking know? What's up, buddy?
How you doing, man?
Man, you have been a long time friend, man. You really have. There's just days I can go back and look on, and there's some memories I can laugh at with you.
Yeah, my bubs. My big boy bubs.
just your shit-eating grin puts a smile on my face. You know that? That's all I need, dude.
Yeah.
You're one of those people who unapologetically hate everything. It doesn't matter what it is, you just hate it.
Hey, man, I like to make my own choices. I like what I like. I don't like what you like.
Yeah, I don't think you even like what you like. That's the thing, dude. You have one of the best sarcasm faces I've ever seen.
I've been working on it a long time.
It's good.
And thank you for noticing. I just say how I feel with a deadpan, and people don't know how to take it sometimes. A lot of people think I'm an asshole, but that's okay, because I think they're assholes, right? So...
Yeah, dude, people are fucking assholes, dude. And the thing is we're all assholes, but some people just don't see how big of an asshole they can be.
Bunch of babies, you know? Boo-hoo, don't fucking cry to me.
See, dude, you hate them, dude, the fucking babies, dude.
Yeah, man. It's all right.
Do you ever, is there a point in your life where you can remember, maybe at work or currently, where you're dealing with an asshole?
Oh yeah, at work right now. So I'm in this room, right? This bay, and I'm working on my shit. You know, boss man told me to do something. I'm taking care of it. Now somebody else, an employee, not a boss, not a supervisor, somebody on my level, comes in the room and he tells me, "Hey, you know that trash over there? That's got to go out, right?" And I'm looking at him like there's no way that's what you just said. I must have heard you wrong. I'm looking at him like he's got a third eye on his forehead. I said, what? He said, you know, that trash over there is got to go out. And I still can't believe this is what he's taking time out to tell me. He stopped me from doing what I'm doing to tell me this trash has got to go out. So I get off my forklift. I take out my earbud, because obviously I'm not hearing something right. And I said, what? And he goes, yeah, it's trash. Trash got to go out. You know, he's getting heated now. And I'm just, I couldn't believe that somebody would stop me from doing what I'm doing to tell me that trash is trash and what to do with it.
And he's not your direct supervisor, right?
It's nobody.
So why the fuck did he not take it out?
Because he's doing something else too, but in his mind, maybe I wasn't doing it the way he would do it. Maybe the trash was a priority. And he doesn't know what I'm on, right? He doesn't know what I'm doing. So... It didn't make sense to me that somebody would tell another grown man that that's trash and what to do with it. Like it's my first job or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be those people at work, you know, especially, you know, in those fields, man, where people they fucking hate their lives, dude. They hate punching that clock. They think they're better at everyone. They think they should be the supervisor. They should be the plant manager. They should do something there. And the truth is, dude, they just take it out on other people.
That's exactly what it is, man. There's two of them like that. And they've made comments like that, you know, like they treat me like scum here, like the bottom of the barrel. Like, and I'm like, you know, okay, you've been here 6 years and you're not a supervisor. Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? You've been here 6 years.
Yeah, so is that on me? Is that on your coworkers? Is it how you handle these situations? You don't have the leadership, you know?
Yeah, a real leader wouldn't have asked you to do it. They would have just did it.
And that's why the supervisors we have, they're leaders. They're not bosses. They get in there with us. They have an open line of communication. You know, everything is clear and understood and respectful. And I'd bend over backwards for these dudes because just how they approach the situation. I want to help. when somebody comes at me like that. When somebody comes at me the wrong way, I just look at them like they're crazy. I don't do shit.
Well, like that's like really like the thing is like being in a supervisory role. You want to make the people underneath you work harder, and the only way to make people do their job and work harder is by you working harder. You know, that's it.
It's a wave, man. You know, you put that positive energy out, and I absorb it and I give it back.
Yeah.
Reciprocity.
What is it?
Like reciprocation, reciprocity.
Yeah, I think you know, for the most part, for me too, is like the bad apples always fucking shake hand themselves. Like
Rip.
Rest in peace. Yeah, rip.
Sucks to suck. You tried so hard.
Yeah, well, like, that's what I'm saying is like people who just can't keep their mouth shut and do their job and just not partake in the everyday 8-hour drama of life, they don't make it.
Gotta play your role. I know I do.
You gotta shut your mouth. You gotta admit when you're wrong. You gotta be a team player. Sometimes you're not gonna like it. Sometimes you're always gonna get the shit on the stick. You know, and you know, people who have beats with like the supervisors, they don't even realize that motherfucker's got a boss. He's getting the shit stick sometime. At some point in time, something's coming down on him.
Yeah, he's got to delegate, hand down the orders, and somebody's got to fill in that gap. So I play my role. I do my part. I don't got to carry the whole company on my back. I just show up and do what's expected of me, and nothing more and nothing less. I'm not going to break myself for a company, because guess what? If I'm broken, they don't fix me. They get a new one.
That's it. They got Dude, and you know what's crazy? People really say they can't find work nowadays.
Indeed.
I don't want to hear it. I have felonies. I have barely a high school diploma. Barely. Right? I don't have a lot of skills and aptitudes. Now, I don't have any special certificates. You can get a job.
You got the gift of gab, though. You know how to sell yourself.
Oh, for sure. I got to be good at something.
Yeah.
You fucking see my face, dude?
You know what? You look like what I look like in my mind. Like just a little chubbier and more tattoos. That's what.
You should get some fucking tattoos, dude. When are you going to get some?
What, at 30?
Why not?
And starting now?
Why not, dude? What, you got something against tattoos? What, they last forever? It's a commitment?
No, I love tattoos, man. But honestly, what it is I don't want to spend a lot of money on it, and that's not my primary investment right now. If I was gonna get something, I think I'd get a whole art piece across my whole body, like a samurai suit. You know what I mean? And I can't afford to get what I want right now, so I don't.
So what are you investing in right now? Because you said I don't think I want to invest in that right now. It's something I want to invest in. What are you investing in currently?
Stability.
Yeah, man.
My own bathroom, my kids' room. You know, I want us to have a place where we can go and we can make a mess if we want to. We can clean it up if we want to. We can have arts and crafts. We can do whatever we want in our spot. And that's stability to me is knowing that she has a place to go to no matter what.
My mom always used to tell me, and I could never understand this, but my mom was always like, Cameron, life's really simple. Just pay your bills. And there's a lot of like little intricate parts, but for the most part, pay my bills. You know, being accountable, being stable, and especially when people in this day and age, they have a lot of fear, because of Corona and different things, and they might haven't been working for so long. Just pay your fucking bills, dude. Like, if there's a will, there's a way. Like, if I lose my job today, if I go back from work off vacation and they shit can me, I don't know. I'll be okay, And I don't think a lot of people understand how important stability is in life.
You know what? I think that's because you have some self-confidence and know your worth. And I don't know, sometimes over the last few years, just having my work experience and know what I can do and know what I'm worth, I don't have that fear either. I'm getting shit canned or not having something to do. I'm gonna have something to do. I'm gonna make it, and that's a given. You know what I mean? And you're right about just to pay your bills. And I didn't always know what that was, but I kept plugging away. Kept doing the little thing. You know, got to call the number. Got to talk to the guy. You know,
dude. And that's the thing. It's like they don't have like a adulting class in high school. Like, I mean, they probably do, but it's probably so watered down and shitty.
I didn't have one,
and you know, I didn't have one either. And that's the thing. Real thing here is like, who knows how to fucking get a credit card, to manage credit accounts, to invest, what a 401k is, what you should be putting on your taxes. You know,
yeah.
All of those things, they didn't fucking teach me that, dude. That was like self-taught. I had to like learn what an interest rate was. I had to learn when the auto finance company was fucking me around. You know, like, ooh, this is going to be your payment per month. No, what's the interest rate, cocksucker? You know, what's it going to be in 5 years? Am I going to pay off this loan? Is this 72-month loan only 72 months because of the interest rate? And that's the thing. That's the shit they don't tell you, dude. They don't tell you, like, yo, bro, this system is trying to literally make you their bitch for the rest of their life.
They'll give you just enough rope to hang yourself.
For sure.
Here you go. It's a rope. It's going to help you up. Just grab on. Oh, shit, now you're all tied up.
I was listening to a podcast last night about the juvenile poems about Rome. And it was really interesting. They were talking about Rome's decline and the bread of circuses of Rome's. And it was talking about how all of the Romans were living in debt and on borrowed favors and on borrowed credit. And I literally thought about our society. Like, that's the first thing I thought of.
There's people in America that think we can deficit spend forever. Those trillions of dollars in debt don't matter. You just keep going. You never have to pay it all back. You just keep being America. Keep having an army. Keep having a floating economy. And somebody else will worry about that. Like, way later, not us.
Well, like, that's the thing. If Trump didn't sign those checks, which I don't, either way, I don't really care, right? Like, the $600, whether it comes or not, that's fine. But if he didn't sign it, there was going to be a government shutdown. So that bill was also to bring through money to pump into government services, right? And it's baffling to me because, like, right now, I have enough money in my bank account. I'm fine, right? I'm not worried about it, right? But then I go on, like, Credit Karma, and I realize, hey, this is what's in my bank account, but this is what I fucking owe people, right?
Yeah. That number's not real.
So, like, the number that I have in my head about how much money I have, I mean, technically I have it right now, but
it's not yours.
It's not mine.
Yeah, man. I got I came off my dad's insurance when I was 26, and between 26 and now, I had some hospital stays, some ambulance rides, $5K a pop or whatever. So really, any money I have, I'm way in the hole, like $30,000, and I'm paying the shit off like $20 a month until February 32nd or whenever I'll pay it off.
Here's the fucked up thing. This is what I learned the hard way. So I hope this doesn't come for you. In Ohio, they can sue you for up to 6 years. Medical companies, debt collectors for medical bills can sue you for up to 6 years. So you can pay up to like 5 years, $20, $20 or whatever. But at the end of the day, come 5 years, they can fucking sue you, take you to court,
take all my shit,
and get a wage garnishment on you, and start tapping into your fucking paycheck, and then also take some things of yours. Now that usually doesn't happen, but in my case, I had over $120,000 in medical debt. Okay. Rip. So I'm filing Chapter 7 right now, dude. Because I'm making sure those motherfuckers don't get a dime from me. You ain't getting nothing.
Yeah, I don't want to pay $40 for a hospital napkin, right?
Have you ever called and got one of those itemized?
Yes. Yeah, in the email. And that shit's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
$12 for a Kleenex. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the crazy part is like the insurance is there to like vouch for you, but the insurance company's also fucking you.
It's a gouge. It's a, it's a, what do you call it? It's a racket.
Yeah, yeah, and like, that's the thing is like in this modern day where healthcare is literally, I mean, we have transcended like time. Like if you think about it, like people were dropping dead from the flu, bro. Dropping fucking dead, right? You get a flu, oh, you're dead, right? You get a little scratch, get a bacterial infection,
Rip.
you're dead, right? And we're transcending that. We're moving so far past that. But here's the only issue. It's now accumulating debt, and it's a system that can't even hold itself together, man. And it's because, if you ask me, it's just because of pure greed. Which I agree, the doctors should get paid lots of money, so should the nursing staff. But there's got to be a better system out there. There just has to be than this, bro. There has to be a better system out there.
You gotta get off the teat. This lifestyle we have, yeah, it's not affordable. But are people really gonna give up cars? They really gonna give up the amount of power and water we use? They're gonna give up the pampering that we get from the government? We're on the teat, right? And if we come off and we start getting real food, like hunting for our own food, having our own gardens, using power and water responsibly, I don't know if millions of people in the country can all get on that wave, especially when it's coming from the top down, when corporations run our government and they want that money, man. So they kind of make the rules.
Yeah, a lot. The first thing I think we need to do, if you ever want to try to fix the political system, is to get lobbyists out of government. The lobbyists for the companies are just, I mean, it is something special. Having companies dictate policies to representatives of state is just it's terrible.
There's a lot of information out there about how crooked these companies run. All the shortcuts that they take, they don't want to spend money on making things safe and renewable. So you'll end up with something like lead paint, where kids were losing IQ from lead in their toys. It made our the IQ mean level of the country drop precipitously.
Someone I really look to as a pioneer, kind of, but it's kind of interesting to see what happened to him is Nikola Tesla, man. I mean, he had renewable resources at, the 40s and the 30s and 40s, I'm pretty sure. And what happened to him, man?
Did he get suicided?
I don't know. He died. Who knows? At the time Rockefeller was producing oil, he definitely didn't want the market to be cornered, right?
You know why they call it selling your soul to the devil?
Why?
Because once you get so big, too big for your britches, then you're in the big leagues with the big boys, with the real power and the real killers that'll make you disappear. And if you don't play by their rules, it's a big club and we're not in it, and they'll
rest in peace, George Carlin.
And they'll take you out. So they call it selling your soul to the devil, because if you want to play in the big leagues, you gotta be shady. You gotta give in to shady shit. And the way they have it now with technology on phones and tracking everything in every part of your life, it's so easy to get dirt on somebody. It's so easy to blackmail people into playing by their rules once they get that big. Not to mention setting people up for, false convictions.
Yeah, I think as well. Like, you ever watch Count of Monte Cristo or the book?
Oh, I love that shit.
Yeah, it's a great movie and also a really good book. But that just shows you that blackmailing, right, and that kind of backdooring was present back then. It never stopped, but it was just harder, right? It wasn't more out in the open. And now it's like we know this kind of stuff happens, but it just kind of gets swept under the rug. You know, we know people blackmail each other. We know that there's some corporate greed and some nepotism, but it kind of just goes unnoticed. The corruption just is what it is, bro. Right? So like the corruption, people are just so used to it. They don't. It's not like they don't want it. They just don't know what to do with it.
And you know, it's kind of how human beings are. They're so creative and shady, and power corrupts absolutely. So it's kind of inevitable. And it's not like say me or you had all that money and power. We don't know what that's like. We don't know exactly how we'd be. And I think the people like that are like that because in order to get like that, you have to be like that. So the people that are humble and straight up, open, honest, loyal, they don't make it like to the top echelon.
Yeah, and if they do try to make it, they get pushed out, or they get blackmailed into becoming corrupt. Right?
Yeah, they really got to step on people to make it to the top.
You know, I've been in corporate meetings, man, where someone goes to shake your hand, they're really just shaking your hand like this. And, you know, that's their handshake. You know, it's all smiles and shaking hands, but it's not really. You got to know people, you know, and you got to know how to deal with people, because some people can seem like the nicest of people, some people can seem like the best of people, but let's be honest, we all do some things behind closed doors that you know, we'd rather not want people to know about. But it's this persona that we portray, especially politicians and people higher up into power, man. Like, I love watching politicians squirm when they get caught doing something wrong, because there is just a sense of humanity in how they're acting, but they can't admit they're wrong. They can't admit that they're fucking up, right? Because why would they? Because then they're admitting to being a fuck up and that they're doing their job wrong.
And they'd have to start over, lose that power, you know, lose that progression, that momentum, start over.
Yeah, man. I when we talk about power, I think it has to be seized. I mean, carpe diem. I think you have to seize the day. And you know, I always think about Julius Caesar, and I think about Julius Caesar seeing a statue of Alexander the Great and crying, because he realized that at his age he hasn't done half of what Alexander the Great did. And that was always mystifying to me, man, because, you know, there's people who are born in these positions of power. Like, let's be honest, Alexander the Great was handed the greatest army from his father. You know, he just was. He was handed the greatest infantry army of the time by his father. And what did he do? He conquered the weak Persian. The Persian had a large army, but it was a weak state, right? Well, Julius Caesar didn't have that, bro. Julius Caesar is a bad motherfucker. Going to war with Pompey.
So was his mama.
His mom?
Yeah.
I don't know much about his mom.
Well, women behind the scenes, you know, they pull a lot of strings.
For sure, dude.
And she couldn't be the general.
That's true in my life.
Yeah, mine too. She couldn't be the general on the front lines, but she could certainly, you know, be a puppeteer and get things done that she wanted. She could be the sponsor. She had power too. I heard a podcast about, it might have been Dan Carlin.
Oh, you're talking about Olympia, Alexander the Great's mother.
That's right.
Yeah, dude, she was a badass, dude.
Oh, we're talking about different people.
Yeah. Dude, I get it, dude. He smoked a lot of weed, dude.
Yeah, fried permanently. Sometimes I talk real slow so I can make sure I say what I want to say. Because I'll just say something I don't even mean at all. I'm just freestyling, you know? You ever freestyle and say some gay shit? Me neither, bro. But it can be like that in conversation too.
I think that needs to be done. I think people need to check what they say more frequently and try to understand that there's a reason why they're saying it. I think a lot of people just go with the flow, and they say whatever they got to say to kind of get through the next moments, or like, hey, how was your day? No, living the dream. No, you're not, Fred. You fucking hate your life.
Don't say that, Fred. I don't want to hear that shit, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you know, it's a good day.
I think you can get beat up for saying some shit like that.
Well, that's the thing, man, is there's no, like, real intent behind conversations nowadays, and that's why I think it's kind of cool what we're doing right here, right now, because, you know, when was the last time you were able to just sit down and talk with somebody?
Not openly and freely like this with a friend. I spent a lot of time in meetings and groups, and you know, touching on whatever's going on, but not in a setting quite like this.
It's crazy too when we talk about those kind of settings. You know, when I'm with a good friend of mine, you know, I'll just like let loose and talk. But when it comes to like a group of people, right? It doesn't matter what group of people. I kind of close down a little bit. I put up some defenses, some boundaries, some walls. And what's really crazy is we're all living the same experience, right? The perspectives might be skewed, but the experiences that we've all accumulated over time are really fucking similar. Especially when we're in places like meetings and groups and, you know, around with other people who struggle with substance use, you know. Especially when we're around those people, we have shared very similar experiences, but we'll still think people are judging us. We'll still think, we'll judge them. How about that? I'll judge a motherfucker
Preemptively.
Yeah, who does the same shit that I do, and I'll think I'm better than him.
And they might be feeling the exact same way we're feeling. They might feel uncomfortable and be trying to put on. Might be trying to act like they're more comfortable than they are. And that's led me to a relapse before, is just hanging out with friends. You know, we got some girls around, we're going out together. And I don't feel comfortable in my own skin. So I think to myself, you know what? I would feel a lot more confident with a substance. And that's taken me out before. Just not being comfortable.
Yeah, I think especially for men, I can't speak for women, but for men, self-esteem, you know, a lack of purpose and low self-esteem is what really does men in with substance use, you know. A lot of young men don't feel like they have a purpose in the world, and they feel confused, and they don't know what to do with their lives, so they choose to hang out with their buddies and get high and get drunk. I mean, dude, the male lifestyle nowadays is, hey, you hit 14, 15, and let's go to parties, get laid, and get drunk and get fucked up. You know, that's what kids do nowadays, and I think it's fun. There is no, like, moving forward for some people.
That's why a lot of nerds make it.
That is true.
They don't get mixed up in all that, caught in the undertow of the current. And because of that, they're able to focus on what they want to do as an adult, instead of being a kid for so long. You know, I'm just now maturing, budding, flowering.
Yeah, you are, dude. You definitely are, dude.
And I think a big part of that is my daughter being a purpose for me, in that I want to give her the father she deserves, and I was not that for a long time. So when I look at her and I'm with her and I hang out with her, you know, I get this feeling like I love her so much, I don't want to hurt her. And that gives me a lot of purpose on the off days when I don't have her. And I get to thinking, you know, what am I doing? What do I want to do? Who am I? You know, that's a little part of who I am.
Yeah, man. I mean, having those deep existential crisis moments where you're like, dude, like where you think life is a certain way and then you realize, like, who am I? What am I doing here? Those moments, for me especially, I just gotta have faith in something, dude. Like, no matter what it is, whether it's my mother, whether it's, oh, dude, I got engaged. I got engaged yesterday.
You did not.
I swear to God, dude, I'm getting married in a little bit. Yeah, dude. It's just a pinky ring, but yeah, no, I don't get my ring until I get married, dude.
Big pimping.
But yeah, no, like I feel like especially for me, man, I have to set small goals for myself, and it's okay to fail at goals. It's okay to not do everything right. And I feel like a lot of men, when shit hits the fan and they're like, oh, this isn't going right, and maybe people in general, we just tear the motherfucker down, right? Like, I'm not going to keep trying to build. I'm going to knock these Lego blocks down.
I might not win, so I'm going to lose how I choose.
Yeah. Have you ever, like, met someone where, like, you're in an argument or a fight, and they should just end it? It should be over with. But they just keep going. And you don't need to keep going, right? Especially in an argument. Like, there's a point. I say my point, you say your point. We agree. If we don't, we don't. Go fuck yourself, right? And there's certain people who can't let lying dogs lie, dude. They gotta fucking tear it all the rest of it down.
Because I'm an actor in their play, right? And I gotta think how they want me to. But when it comes down to it, I think to myself, is this gonna matter 6 hours from now?
No.
Is this gonna matter tomorrow? Well, guess what? I'm gonna be here 6 hours from now. I'm gonna be here tomorrow. So let me just fast forward and just move on now, instead of being stuck in some vortex of a black hole person. I gotta have my own center of gravity so I don't get sucked in.
Yeah, dude. People will suck the feelings and emotions out of you, dude. On my first day at work, when I started for this company a couple years back, there was this woman, and she dragged me into her office, and she began crying and talking about the most ridiculous of things that I would not share to a coworker I had just met. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? And she like sucked the life out of me for a good 30 minutes, right? And I couldn't get out of the conversation. I was stuck in that black hole abyss of sadness and feel sorry for me. And I was just like, I'm so sorry. And dude, there's people out there who will suck the energy away from you, man.
They'll hold you hostage.
Yeah, man. They will make sure, like, they're intent. Like, I don't feel good about me, so I'm going to make sure the world is not okay right now, right? And for the most part, man, I don't allow people like that in my life anymore. You know, if you're not doing something with your life, if you're not trying to get better, if you're not trying to become a better person, well, shit or get off the fucking pot.
And I was that person that got kicked out of people's lives. And over the course of time, my circle has changed so many times that by the time I changed my own life, I just ended up with those people that are doing good, almost by osmosis. I just started worrying about me, and lo and behold, now when I kick it with people, they're good people by default almost. Like, yeah, I'm not sucked to anybody's bullshit because I'm not on some bullshit. So they go live their life, and I'm busy living mine. That's just the way it is.
And if you're living let's just say if you're even just that stability we talked about, if you're trying to like incorporate stability in your life, dude, you don't got enough time for bullshit, dude. Like, you don't even have, sometimes, bro, I don't even have enough mental capacity to deal with bullshit, but the real thing is I don't have any time to deal with bullshit. I got a buddy of mine, and I would say an acquaintance now because I haven't met him in 8 years. He's been in prison for 8 years, okay? And he gets out of prison, and he winds up back in county jail. And his halfway he was at is over in Lake Chillicothe. And he asked me for a ride at 4 a.m. And I said, buddy, I gotta go to work. And you're 3 hours away. So no, I'm not gonna come get you from county jail. I'm not gonna get you a ride. So the next week comes by, and he asked me for a place to live. Now I have 3 bedrooms, right, in my house. But I haven't met this guy in fucking 8 years. We were great friends growing up, 14 to like 21. And what he said to me is, and this was baffling to me because I got to see how someone's perception really is I did 8 years in prison, and I thought the world was going to be different, and it's still the same, right? And as people, we expect the world to change around us for us, and that we don't have to change. See, what you said, when I start changing my fucking life, dude, everything changes around me.
And that's a beautiful thing. Put that energy out and you get it back. You know, I don't have to beg. I don't have to beg now. I don't need a ride at 4 in the morning.
Right.
It's fucking awesome. But
how'd you get yourself in that position, right? Because, like,
that's what I was going to say next. I was gracefully given mad support when I got locked up. I had family in Stryker that knew I was fucked up, knew I was on death's door, and it kind of gave me a what you might call a last chance. And these were the last people I didn't burn a bridge with, because nobody else was fucking with me. And you know, they're a Christian family, and they took me in, allowed me to get a job, allowed me to see my daughter, allowed me to save money, and anything. Their word is law. You know, I respected it, just to show gratitude for the opportunity just to step up. So, had it not been for their support, had it not been for getting in drug court, had it not been for, you know, constant accountability, I wouldn't have made it this far, bro.
Yeah, especially when you can't, like, we don't have a really good track record of holding ourselves accountable. You know, I mean, people like me and you, man, like, telling us to hold ourselves accountable and to a higher standard, that's not easily accessed, you know.
I'll do it for 1 hour in group. That's it.
Yeah, dude. You know, and that's something, man, because, like, especially, and that's a good sense of community that you have, man, especially when you know, there's people that are counting on you to hold yourself accountable, and you care enough about those people to do so. That says a lot about your character and the metamorphosis that you can see before yourself. Because let's be honest, dude, you know, there was a time when me and you didn't give a fuck what people thought.
No loyalty, no honesty.
Mm-hmm. The only person I was honest to was my fucking self, dude. But I would lie to myself constantly, dude.
The only person I was honest to was myself, but I would lie to myself constantly.
But it was the truth to me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, from that perspective,
it was the truth to me. I had to believe my fucking lies, dude.
Just to live with myself.
For sure, man. And I mean, dude, I think people really don't, you know, especially people who are going through things, they don't have that community to hold them accountable to, you know, to that standard.
And that's rough. But honestly, being in the environment that we are now with, you know, the opioid epidemic, there's so much support out there.
Yeah.
There's always a way to come up. Now, that being said, you know, I've been in a lot of halfway houses. I've had a lot of support, but I didn't grab onto any of it. And I think part of the reason that I would grab onto to my family is because I was more comfortable. It probably had something to do with getting older and having enough pain that I wanted the pain to stop. But like I said, I'm not sure I would have made it this far had it not been for this particular type of family support. I mean, who knows? Who knows what I would have done?
I think family is so important, man, and not just for people with substance use, but for, you know, for anyone, for any kid, for anyone growing up, dude. Family is so important because here's the real thing. People get divorces so easy nowadays. People give up on each other. And I don't think, like, is there a relationship you can remember where it like started off wonderful and great, and then life just started barreling down, and as life became more stressful, you and your partner's relationship became more stressful?
All of them.
And that's the thing, man. Like when it comes to relationships and families and significant others, we're not really fighting against each other. What we're really pissed off on is something that happened at work. We have to work 50 hours a week. There's this bill. Our car broke down. The house needs to be cleaned. The kids need to be taken care of. And so we're not mad at each other, but dude, you just breathed at me wrong. Okay, your breath stinks. Don't talk to me. Okay, for one. 2, you didn't do the dishes today. 3, the garbage needs taken out. 4, I have a hemorrhoid. You know what I mean? I don't know, but people take this anger and they put it on each other's shoulders, and
to the point you can do no right.
No, there's no right, because the truth is someone's just angry and upset, and I don't think people are mature. I mean, there are people out there who are mature enough, but in our generation, man, people don't like to be wrong.
It's a lot easier to say, fuck this guy, fuck this girl. I'm gonna hop on Tinder, get a new one, and they're gonna treat me like gold for the first 3 months until it gets real again, and all of a sudden it's abusive, it's toxic, it's not gonna work.
It was fucking toxic when you went on Tinder. You know what I mean? It was toxic when you got some validation through a selfie on Facebook. That's when it started to become toxic. It was toxic when you were telling all your friends about your shitty relationship and listening, only giving them your perspective on the relationship, right? And like, here's the thing, my mother, dude, I got a good father for the most part. You know, he's made some mistakes. We're all human. We're all valuable. We all make mistakes. My mother stayed with that man, and I'll never forget. I asked my mom as a young kid, why are you staying with him? And she goes, because I made a vow, Cameron. I made a vow to that man, and I'm going to make sure for you and your brother that I stay with him. Now, at all times, did she want to stay with him? Hell no. But did she? She did. And I think a lot of times, man, people are so quick, due to social media, due to not feeling good in a relationship, due to struggling, they just give up, you know? And more so, man, people are having kids that aren't married, that aren't in serious relationships, and they have these kids, and things get stressful, right? Like my relationship right now, man, there should be minimal stress. And if there is stress, let's deal with it, right? But when you start adding kids, a mortgage,
Gets real.
It gets real, man, and people get mad at each other, and they tear down those Lego blocks we were talking about, man.
They feel trapped.
Yeah, I know. I've had those thoughts, man. But like, here's the thing. You know, when you find a good person or your person or someone that you want to be with, you'll work on the things that you know you need to work on.
And both parties do. One person can't save a duo.
Yeah, no, I for sure. Like if someone is incapable of you saying like, hey, this is what's wrong, and they won't change, how much do they really care about you? You know? If you're telling someone like, hey, this is what's really grinding my gears right now, and they don't make effort to change that, do they care about you, man?
Nope. And they got options. Especially if you're female, you got all kinds of attention. Mm-hmm. You got a whole list, right? I mean, a list, bro. Just, pick one.
Chad from high school used to pick on me.
Yeah, he's been hitting me up, every month asking if I'm single, right?
Yeah.
There's a list of them.
Can you imagine being one of those guys who talks to themselves in girls' DMs?
No.
Can you imagine having full-fledged conversations by yourself?
I literally can't. I can't imagine what it's like to be that guy.
Hey, good morning, beautiful. How you doing?
Yeah, don't talk.
Because I wake up every day and there's always some Facebook post or some post on Instagram or Twitter, and there's always some jack off dude just sending dick pics, talking to himself in some girl's inbox, dude. And it's like, dude, don't you know that other people can see that? Like, don't you know that screenshot was invented some time ago?
The internet is forever, dude. You can put it up, but you can't take it down.
Yeah, man. And dude, do when they start to go off on the women, when they start to be like, "You're ugly anyways, you stupid bitch." Like what? Like it is nuts out there, man. It is the wild, wild west.
I don't know what that is. I never took the time to process that because I just don't. I have no patience to put myself in those shoes. I thank God that it's not me. Better them than me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think a lot goes to be said about and here's the other thing. In a healthy relationship, it's there's a learning curve. So there's going to be moments where you fail at that too. And something that I don't think was told to me enough as a child is that it's okay to fail.
Of course, it's inevitable. Everybody's going to fail. Michael Jordan didn't make his basketball team, man.
Yeah, man. You know, Michael Jordan used to be one of my childhood heroes, dude. I used to watch him on Space Jam growing up, dude. Mm-hmm. I had a little brother, and my parents always asked me, what do you want to name your brother? And I'd always say, Michael Jordan. I'd always be like, Michael Jordan.
Holy shit.
Yeah, his middle name's Michael.
Really?
I swear to God, that's because of me,
That's a good middle name.
Yeah, dude.
It's my middle name.
Really?
Justin Michael.
That's nice, man. Wow, dude. I was watching Tombstone last night.
That's Big Sean's middle name.
Michael?
Yeah. He said, and my middle name Michael, ho. Success is my idol and being broke is my rival, but it's cool because I got the title, ho. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Who you been listening to lately?
Man, Wayne's been dropping tapes.
Lil Wayne?
Yes, I'm talking about Dedication 6, No Ceilings 2. What's the one he just dropped? Funeral, right? Yeah, I think No Ceilings 3, A side and B side just dropped recently.
I haven't been listening to Wayne. I won't lie. I've been expanding my musical taste. I think my girlfriend is part of that. I've been listening to fucking like Michael Bublé and shit, dude, and like old country.
Really?
Yeah, man. Not like new age country, but like I'm talking like, like
there's some good country stuff in there. It's kind of like rap lyrics, it's stories and it's, funny, like I don't want to say punchlines, but funny observations.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's kind of weird, right? Like hip hop and country both share this, which is that like they're both genres and cultures, right?
Yeah.
And you hear like a hip hop song and it seems watered down. It's like fuck these hoes, money, sell some drugs, do some drugs, right?
Got my big old truck, gonna live, kid.
And it's the same thing with pop country, right? It's I drank my beer and I got to the country yard and
got a pretty girl in a pretty sundress and I'm drinking my beer in my truck.
But here's the thing, right? So like me and you both can tell when like hip hop is like real good hip hop, and like someone is like living what they said, right? Like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, those kind of artists, like listen,
where it seems organic and effortless, and it just comes across. It hits you in that part of your brain that has evolved so you could become part of something, of a culture, and they hack into that and they speak to your DNA.
Yeah, man. Like when you can get some goosebumps for something you listen to, when it evokes emotion, that's how I know it's good music, man. So I can't take away from any music genre if there's some good music. Here's the thing: I think people listen to what's on the radio and listen to what they've always listened to, so they don't give themselves a chance for their ears to grow to something different, right? Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I can't fucking. Dude, 2 Chainz dropped the hell of an album, dude.
Titty boy.
Did you hear 2 Chainz' new album, bro?
No.
You gotta look up 2 Chainz Gray Area. Shout out 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz, if I can get your endorsement to use your Gray Area, I'll pay some royalties to you, bro. I really will. So holler at your boy at AgroLastCast on Twitter.
Hey, Cudi just dropped the album too.
Yeah, I actually haven't got a chance to listen to it, but I heard it's dope.
I heard a lot of good things about it. I haven't been in the mood to really sit down and consume it, to digest it properly. I feel like when one of my favorite artists like that drops something new, I gotta let it cool off. I gotta get in my zone where I can properly absorb it.
Yeah, dude, you can't let the hype or not the hype, because there's some people I know that said they didn't like it at all. They said it was too emotional for them, but I like emotion. That's kind of why I like Drake too.
It's Cudi, dude. It's how Cudi's been.
Yeah, man. People don't understand, bro. Kid Cudi was Mac Miller before there was Mac Miller, bro. Like, a lot of these rappers got their lane because of Kid Cudi, dude. Let's just be frank.
Man, I remember Day and Night dropped my senior year in high school.
I was smoking some bowls to that, dude.
Mm-hmm. Of course. I was smoking bowls in military school to that song.
You were in military school?
Yeah, man. You know this. You forgot, but you know in there somewhere. I went to Howe Military.
You went to fucking Howe, bro?
Howe Military in Howe, Indiana.
How was it?
It's like jail. It's like jail school. A lot of rules. You gotta wear what they tell you. You gotta go where they tell you. Eat when they tell you. Do push-ups when they tell you. A lot of push-ups. A lot of PT. A lot of physical training. Got a bunch of dyke hoes over in the girl barracks. You know what I mean? But you got a bunch of nympho hoes there too. Because you gotta understand, all the girls that go to this school are bad. Like bad as in like sexy, or bad as in like bad, like bad, like bad kids that fucked up and they gotta go. And their parents are like, "How do we save you?
What do we do with you?"
Yeah, that's what happened to me. So I was selling pills my junior year, and I got expelled a week or two before, summer. And that's what my parents said, what are we going to do with you? You're getting a straight D's. You got a 1.0, right? You're barely scraping by in summer school, right? And we know you're not slow. It's just we need to help you. So they sent me somewhere where they would instill discipline, right? They'd give me a chance to reinvent myself and become a leader or somebody that's trustworthy. And I played the part, you know what I mean? But there's kids there that were drugging just like me. So I found those kids, and I made it there. I got a 3.5.
You got a 3.5?
My senior year only, yeah.
But that's still impressive, man.
Well, the reason I did that is because without good grades, there's no freedom. There's no going home. There's no going outside on the weekend. There's lockdown if you don't get good grades. So I got the best grades I could so I could have the most freedom and bring back the most weed. Yeah, man. I don't like consequences, bro.
Yeah, but I don't like consequences either. But also, I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm immune to consequences. So like, I'll know that there's consequences behind this action, and I'll still choose to do it. And then when the consequences come, I'm like, dude, this just sucks.
I thought I could get away with it. What happened?
Yeah,
I had it perfectly planned and mapped out, and just failed to reach the destination. What happened? What went left? And took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Is there an Albuquerque, Indiana?
Probably. There's a Florida, Ohio.
There's a Florida, Ohio.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been to. I was just recently in Indiana, dude, and it is like what it sounds like.
It's corn-fed big farm boys, and they got hoods over there.
Yeah, man.
Gary,
dude. So Gary's crazy, man, because I've actually experienced Gary because I used to live in the Chicago area. So Gary is I don't know, dude. It looks like a bomb went off in Gary, dude.
It's like Chirac, but Gary.
Well, Gary's so close to Chicago South End too. So like literally, when you're taking 80-90, you go through Gary on 80-90, and then as soon as you go through Gary, you're on the Chicago Skyway. So that's how close it is to Chicago and the south side of Chicago.
We had a boy at Howe that was from Gary, and this fool was a clown, bro. He was this big ass. He's like you. He's like your size. He was a white boy, and he used to have me rolling. You just cut up so hard in there. He ended up getting expelled for weed, and that sucks. It sucks to suck, man.
So that's what they would do. I mean, if you got caught doing any of this stuff, they just expelled you.
It depends who you are. Some people, they gave more leeway and another chance. You know, they bust you down to private and, you know, give you some consequences or whatever. But if you're already that person, you already busted down, you already got consequences, you got nowhere left to go, you got to go. So if you're like me, I had a 3-5. I was a squad leader. I got busted down for tobacco at one point, but I never got caught for weed. But had I gotten caught, there's a strong possibility that they wouldn't have expelled me. And one time we did technically get caught, but not technically. So me and the first sergeant, man, just shout out to you, bud. We were in the bathroom, and the night TO came in, and we were up in the vents. We were standing on the wash basin, smoking up in the vent. They had a strong ass vent, bro. If you threw a blunt in there, it sucked the whole blunt up. Yes. So we was in there with the Febreze, you know what I mean, the dryer sheets, smoking up in the vent, and the night TO came in, and there was no hiding it. He was just ripping the bowl as he came in. So, but he comes in, and he sees us smoking a bowl, and he looks at the first sergeant, he looks at me, he looks back at the first sergeant, and what's going through his mind is, oh no, not the first sergeant. Give a fuck about Jano. If it was just you, you'd be fucked. But first sergeant, no, we need you. You know, you're a good kid. You're a good leader. You're a good dude. I'm just gonna. Oh well, guess I didn't see shit, and he just walked right back out.
Really?
And if I hadn't been with the first sergeant,
your ass would have been
my ass, bro. But yeah, it's who you are. And that's how it is in a lot of places. You know, if you already got a good standing, a lot of people look the other way if it's something they don't deem, reprehensible.
I think that happened to me and you when we were in rehab too. You know, we just stayed to ourselves, and we had a nice little setup for a long time, dude.
What was that old man's name?
Pops.
Remember when his wife was like, Johnny told me that you fucked him.
Yeah.
And we was like, we all stopped what we were doing. Did you hear that?
Dude, what the fuck, dude? Pops fucking dudes, dude.
Hey, Pops, are you gay?
And you know he was like, and it wouldn't be a big deal if he was or wasn't. But what made
it like, no, bitches love Pops.
Yeah. What made it worse is he just got so defensive, dude. He got so defensive right off the rip, dude.
I'm talking to bitches right now. I got a few of them. They all want the old man. That old man dick. He said it's the hardest dick they ever had. I said, Pops, we just heard that phone call, bro.
Yeah, Pops. We heard what your wife said on that phone.
It's too late for you, man. You can't.
I seen him, and I seen him like maybe a year ago, and he couldn't believe that I was still sober. He was like, "Yeah, you went back out, right?" And I was like, "No," and he was like, "No, yeah, come on, you had to, kid."
Been sober since FBO, man.
He's like, "Wow, dude, I guess you changed a little bit."
What you been doing, Pops? Smoking crack, fucking dudes?
Dude, he was a trip, dude. Fucking those were some good times, bro. You remember when we fucking literally, were you there when we, maybe you weren't there, but we literally stared out a fucking dude out of our room? No. Were you there?
I came in directly after him, and y'all thought you was going to do the same to me. Right? I came in with the hospital gown, straight from the crazy house.
Yeah, dude.
And I come in, and y'all look at me like, oh, hell no. We got a fucking psychopath in here. Somebody who really lost his marbles. And I come up in there like, you guys like Star Trek? I like Star Trek.
What did I say to you? I forget, but what did I say to you?
I don't know. He's just an asshole, you know what
I mean? I was like, oh, yeah, you like Star Trek, dude?
Oh, yeah, I think you tried to, troll me. He was like, oh, Star Trek? Oh, you're reading Star Trek? Which one? And you got me to talk about it, Like, who's your favorite Star Trek characters? I'm like, Bones. Dr. Bones, He's my favorite. And here's why. And you fucking just let me string my story out, and then you just would, you was probably just making fun of me about how my back.
No, for sure.
fucking Alan.
For sure, dude. For sure, dude. It was so good. I had 2K with me, you, and Alan, dude.
Yeah, I remember I used to beat your ass.
I remember I used to beat your ass, dude.
I don't remember that.
I remember that vividly.
Bro, I'd be rolled off the gabapentins. I'd be draining them.
Yo, bro, this man, you would fucking eat in your sleep, bro.
Bro, like 10 packages of peanut butter crackers, and I wake up with a bed full of wrappers and crumbs.
It would be the craziest thing I ever observed, dude. I would be on my phone, dude, you know, and you would be just in a deep nod, and I could just hear you, just the crinkling of wrappers and the crunching of crackers, and I'd wake up and I'd look at your sleepless body, and there would just be crumbs covering all over you.
A couple times you threw crackers at me when I was sleeping, and I woke up and ate them.
You did, dude. Many times you woke up and ate them, dude. No hesitation if it was a cracker or not.
Bro, them shits were like, 300 calories a pack, and I'd eat 10 of them. That's 3,000 calories at 10 o'clock at night, every night.
No.
Bro, I got big. I got big, man.
Yeah, dude. It was, and then they split all of us up, dude, and they split me up in that other room. And I think
I remember that.
Yeah, dude. And all I got was a bunch of fucking, like,
crackheads.
People who were just smoking crack in the building. And I'm like, listen, guys, I don't care what you do while I'm gone, but don't fucking do it while I'm here, okay? I remember waking up one night and seeing, like, 4 people smoking meth in the bathroom. And I'm like, I'm going back to bed. I don't want to deal with this.
I think one homie said, are they looking for us?
Yeah, you remember that?
All bugged out. Like, are they coming?
Do you remember what you said to him? I remember what you said to him. Do you remember what you said to him?
No.
You're like, yeah, bro, they're definitely coming for you.
No.
Yeah, you did. You just looked at him straight in the eyes and you were like, dude, they're definitely coming for you. and then he was like, do you think they're gonna know? And you're like, yeah, dude, if you don't go to bed, dude, they're gonna know.
Look at you, bro.
Dude scratching himself, dude, fucking dude. I remember we found it out because, like, I went to go up and go take a piss, and he was in the corner of the bathroom just tweaking. And
Wasn't he peeking out behind the corner?
Yeah, and I came and got you, dude. I came and got you.
You gotta see these fucking twag heads, bro.
I was like, bro, you gotta come, dude. You gotta see this fucking the seventh world wonder right now, dude.
He's a twag star, bro. He's gone for miles,
dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. And it was crazy there. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, dude, people get such good treatment nowadays.
Yeah,
it was a madhouse, dude. And we just stayed in our little fucking room, dude, and just fucking. There was times where I would traverse out into the other rehab rooms, dude, of the sober living, but not for long. It would be like quick 15-minute interviews. I'm like, all right, I'm going back in my bubble, dude. I'm not gonna stay there long.
Oh, there's Justin on his bed playing Star Wars on the tablet. Go figure. Bro, I was playing Knights of the Old Republic, and that saved my life, bro.
Yeah, dude, it definitely did, dude.
You know they got Knights of the Old Republic 2 now on the App Store for Android, or you don't have one?
I have iPhone.
Yeah, so you don't get the good games.
I wouldn't say that, man. I get good software, you know?
Alright, well, you should probably at least have an Android tablet so you can download ROMs like
I'm familiar. I remember when I was 12.
Okay, so I Super Mario on my tablet, and me and my daughter get down in that sometimes. She's not good at it. It takes some practice.
You know what I've been playing on my iPhone? Mario Kart, dude.
Really?
Yeah, they got Mario Kart. You can probably get it on Android too.
Which one?
I don't know, dude. It's like I think it's just made for the mobile version. Let's see.
It's good graphics.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, it just says Mario Kart, dude. It's dope as fuck, dude. You gotta get it, dude. I got like all the characters and shit. I play it all the time.
You know what? I play Call of Duty Mobile, and I take a PS4 controller and connect it with Bluetooth to my tablet.
Really?
And I play Call of Duty Mobile, and not a lot of people use a Bluetooth controller. They're sitting there trying to use the touchscreen, and they're
dick
entirely rapeable. They just give it up, bro.
I don't play video games, dude. I really don't. I got a whole Xbox One upstairs, and I got a bunch of games for it. And I think I might partake and play some 2K today, but like it's probably been a good 3 months since I picked up a controller.
It's an addiction, bro.
Yeah, I just I don't know, man. Like, there's nothing that like I played a lot when I first got it, and I when I first got my Xbox One, I played. That was also a Bachelor though, so I was like playing like fucking Fallout. I was playing the newest one. That was fun for a while. I re-downloaded Skyrim, played that.
You ever feel guilty?
What do you mean?
Like this is not real? Like
yeah, that's why
I'm wasting my life.
I think that's why I don't like it, man. Like, cause like the little like phone games or whatever, they're fun because I can like hop in and hop out whenever I want. And to be honest, you know what I love playing? You know what I play more than video games? Chess, dude. I play chess 24/7.
I owe you a game.
You owe me a game?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we played half a game a few months ago when I was on my lunch break, but we didn't have time to finish.
Oh, do you want to play?
If I got time, I gotta go to work at 3:30.
How long does it take you to get to work?
45 minutes.
Okay.
So I probably got about 45 minutes.
Well,
hold on, real quick. You like Diablo 2, right?
yeah.
So they dropped a mod called Project Diablo 2. And the online community is flourishing. Like 5,000 people on every day. And they really made some... It still stays true to the original game, but they made a lot of quality of life changes. And that's kind of what I've been stuck on recently. They revamped all the skills. They made a lot of builds viable.
That's for the computer, right?
Yes. And they changed it because it's a game from 99.
Right.
From 1999. And it was not made for new computers and new resolutions. But they revamped all that. So it's basically Diablo 2 remastered. You can play it on, 1600 by 1200 screen.
What I used to play a lot on as a kid is EverQuest 2. I used to play a lot of EverQuest when I was growing up on my computer. And then World of Warcraft. A lot of hours wasted on World of Warcraft.
Recently, I leveled to 60 on World of Warcraft Classic. I did a few raids, and then I got that feeling of, oh, this isn't fulfilling at all. There's no more good feelings coming from this, So it started feeling like work, and like I was becoming stagnant. So now I play something that has like like something ranked, where it's like you play a game for 15 and 30 minutes, and then that's fulfilling for that moment, and then you don't have to invest a whole lot of time to be able to compete.
You know what game I really like playing? And I haven't played in a long time, but me and my cousin used to play it all the time. Rainbow Six Siege. That thing, dude. It was a first-person shooter, but it was also so tactical, man. Like so tactical. Like
no shields. You can't get shot 100 times and live.
Yeah, dude. You can jump through fucking windows. You can barricade yourself. You can knock down walls to make little like stop gaps to fucking ambush people at. You can lay bombs. You can
a lot of creativity. A lot of 007 shit.
That was a lot of fun. I can't stand Call of Duty, and I refuse to play Call of Duty.
It's for kids.
Yeah, man. It really is. I can't. Like my buddy Jason's like, yo, dude, you gotta play Call of Duty.
No, I don't.
Warzone. And I'm like, no. He's like, dude, why not? It's so much better than all the other Call of Duties. And I'm like, no, dude, it's the same. Like, it's the same kind of Call of Duty. It's just with 60 people, and I don't want to play.
It's trashier. It's more like, now they made it more like, what's that game everybody plays? The Battle Royale?
Yeah, PUBG or Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite. It's more like Fortnite with loot boxes. It's for kids.
Yeah, I agree. If I play any of those Battle Royale games, it'll be PUBG. I like playing PUBG the most. It's the most realistic. The rendering's not the best, but I enjoy it more so than Fortnite or Call of Duty, man. And I don't know. I haven't played Call of Duty since Black Ops 2. But what I will say, and this is the honest truth, bro, the first Call of Duty Black Ops storyline and Black Ops 2 storyline was magnificent. I have not picked up Call of Duty since.
Rip. It's over.
Yeah.
I'm not going back. And I didn't go back to 2K this year either. No, because I have a computer, and they short-ended the computer version, so I'm just not playing it.
Well, a lot of gamers are moving to gaming computers, man. They don't even fuck with any console shit no more, dude. They just fucking get those gaming computers and Twitch and stream, whatever they want.
Fucking ain't right, dude. It's a lot better. I think it's more versatile too.
I think that's something you should do, man. I think you should fucking become a streamer or something, dude. I feel like you'd be good at it and you would like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of dreams that I have. I want to be a rapper, a comedian, a streamer, a pro gamer, a pro snowboarder.
I feel like you could definitely be a comedian.
I feel like that too, but I haven't hit an open mic yet.
Why haven't you? What's fucking holding you back, bro?
Myself, my time and constraints and addictions, and all the hoops I gotta jump through, and a whole list of excuses that have nothing to do with why I haven't done it. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's fear of failure.
Do you have any material?
No, I got some go-tos that I pull on people in real life, but I haven't put together like 5, 10, 30 minutes yet. It's something that sounds good.
As your friend, I want you to do that. So as your friend, man, please put like 5 to 10 minutes together, and you don't have to go do an open mic, but just put 5 to 10 minutes of material down. And next time I see you, I could come and tell me, and I will give you an opinion on it. Because I would love to see you as a fucking comedian, bro, crushing crowds, dude. Because there's so many times where you've made me laugh over the years, dude. I'll literally be on the phone with you, fucking dying, bro. I'll be taking my morning shit. I'm on the phone with you, and you're high as a kite, and I'm just fucking laughing, dude.
You're welcome.
So other people need that in their lives too, man.
I agree. I agree with you. And all right then.
Well, thanks for coming to listen to the Agro Labs podcast. You can follow us on Agro Labs Cast on Twitter, and also Agro Labs on Instagram. And with that being said, you guys have a wonderful day and a happy new year. Peace.